Hello Mystics, welcome back to our channel right here. So as you can see from the title, this is gonna be a pick a card reading here on what you can expect this coming new year. So oh my goodness, everything is so festive in here. I love it so much. But yeah, so we're approaching the end of this year. Like, can you believe how crazy time flies? I can't even, like, in a few days we're gonna have Christmas and then New Year's, and then we're gonna welcome 2022. And it's like I can't keep up with the days. Oh my goodness. But here we go. So I have four piles in here for you on what your message is for this coming new year. But before you pick, I just want you to meditate on all of this, especially these images on the bottom, on what you're really resonating into. Okay, so if you have to pause the video, I recommend pausing in so that you can really see what pile you're really drawn to. So let's go to the piles that we have right here. So for group one, we have in here the rose pile. So this is just a pink blossoming rose in here. So yeah, I really love this rose and it's really cute. So we have in here group one, and then for group two, we have in here this cat envelope, which is really really so cute as well. It's very pink themed, but yeah, if you're drawn for group two with this cat envelope, pick group two. And this is group three, which is really funny. We have the wine bottle in here. It says it's wine o'clock somewhere. So if you're drawn to group three, this is the wine bottle in here. And lastly, we have the sign of transformation. Group four, we have the butterfly symbol in here, which is also pink as well. So mystics, meditate on it, pick on it, and before we go towards the reading, don't forget to subscribe to the video for more pick a card readings, and of course like, share, and comment down below what you want to see from the channel. And without further ado, let's go hop right into it. So hello group one. So this is gonna be for all of those mystics that picked the rose rose. I don't know what I to call this at the moment, but this rose symbol in here. So this is gonna be what you can expect, what message you need to hear entering this new year. So before again we hop into the cards in here, don't forget to subscribe. It would really help us a lot, and like, share, and comment down below what you think and what you want to see from the channel. So I have in here my 5 tarot cards, and I haven't picked on them yet. Like, I haven't seen them, so I'm excited for all of you guys. But let's put the rose in there. Okay. So let's see the first card in here. Ooh, we have the Hangman in here. We have the 3 of Pentacles. What else? We have in here the 7 of Pentacles, the Scorpio card. We have Death card in here, and of course we have, let's readjust this because I feel like it's not on the frame, but let's see. Okay, there you go, that's perfect. So goodness, so I feel like some of you are gonna jump into an idea towards the new year in here. Like, I feel like you are moving forward towards something in here that you feel like that's the choice that you're gonna be needing to make. Like, you just know within yourself, like there's just I don't know if it's a solution, but there is a door in here that you would have to close, or you're thinking like, oh, I would need to close it. Like, there's nothing there's just a new beginning, okay, is what I'm gonna say. I feel like you're learning towards certain things about either the business that you're doing, or there's just a certain type of learning that is coming to you. With the Hangman in here, like, with a guy in here, like, just pulling himself up, I just have this feeling that you're taking this into your own hands. Like, something in here is just you're taking it into your own hands, and like you just having this contemplation that maybe the route that I'm going for is not the way that I want things to go, you know? And you're kind of looking at some things in here or some works that you have done and just looking at it like, when is it gonna flourish, when is it gonna move, okay? And I feel like within the coming of the year with 2022, you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna put out any stagnant energy, I'm just gonna remove myself from whatever this is, okay? Maybe you're gonna close a certain chapter in here, but definitely you are feeling like you're just not in the same space, or so something about an energy in here is just not working out for you. Some of you may be leaving some certain not job offers, but you're moving on to a new job offer in here. Like maybe you're thinking like, oh, I'm not, this is not what I inclined to do. I don't see myself going in here. Okay, maybe a demeaning boss energy, that type of thing. Okay, like I'm definitely seeing that you're just not feeling it, and I feel like in 20 like this year you're enduring it, but you're thinking of just removing yourself completely with how the hangman is right here. Okay, you're just, I'm not gonna push. I know you have a lot of potential with the Three of Pentacles in here. I feel like you have, or there's a lot of people looking up to you, and maybe some friends offered you in terms of like maybe a job that you want to do, okay, a business, but we have Scorpio in here, some air signs. But yeah, there you go. So that's gonna be something of a message in here for you. Let's see what we have with a few cards that we have right here. Message for group 1, please. So let's see. We have in here Evil Queen, okay? It says in here you deserve sugar, not salt. Yeah, I just, like, there's just something in here that you feel like slipping off your fingers. Like, you're thinking to yourself, like, I do not deserve it at all. You know, like, I just want something where I feel like I'm gonna be flourishing. So, I see that, and there's just, we have like an opening kind of flower in here. So maybe that's it. There's just like something of a hindrance with the Evil Queen in here. It's like I'm giving enough of what I need, you know, like I'm giving everything that I need, or everything that is needed right here, but I'm not being reciprocated by whatever it is. So yeah, you're just done in terms of a certain situation. Okay, you're done working for it. See, we have in here tree. It says in here, let them go. Okay, so like I said, maybe you're in a situation where you feel like you have to endure some things, or you have been enduring some things, and you just have this realization within yourself in 2022 where I'm not gonna be a hindrance to my growth anymore. And like, yeah, there's just too much of an energy in here. Like you're just saying to yourself, I'm ready to let things just, yeah, you're kind of like this girl right here. Like, I'm burning. I do not condone burning bridges down, just so you know, mystics. Like, I don't condone them at all. But sometimes if we're completely letting go of certain things and we just have to burn bridges for our peace, I wouldn't say anything to that. And I feel like you have been through so much in here in terms of 2021 that you feel like I just need to go towards something that I deserve. Like, you know within yourself that, okay? Like, you just have this conviction with the King of Swords in here. Like, I'm not gonna take anything less. I'm not gonna be taking whatever this is, because I know I deserve something more. And you do deserve something more, okay? So whatever this is, it's just that I feel like you went through certain storms, okay? Like certain surges of storms in the past or in 2021, that you feel like having this immense strength, and you look back and then you're looking at yourself like, am I gonna stay in here, or what am I what am I continuing to endure? You know, like, what do I need to just completely let go? And the universe is telling you within here is just completely let it go. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to hold on to certain things. You know, that's just how it is. And I'm seeing like a victory in here towards whatever it is that you have been working on. So let's see. What else? What message do you have for group 1, angels, please? A message for group 1. Let me have a message for group 1. This is sticking out. And I have in here imagination. It says in here, imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. So there's just a feeling of like, you know within yourself what is the dream life you have. You know within yourself, like, I'm not just gonna not imagine things. You know how the hangman is sometimes. We're staying on situation that we don't deserve, and then we just think of things but not having any actions. In 2022, with the imagination card in there, you're not just gonna think of things or imagine of things, okay? You're actually gonna push forward to them and just make them happen for you. Like, you just have this drive within that. Some of you are going back to certain hobbies that will give you finances, like, to be honest with you. Like, you have a certain hobby that you may have let go of, but then at the same time, it's like you're going back to that. Like, there's just this feeling of, some of you may be painting. Yeah, there's just something in there that will cost you a lot of financial success in 2022, which is good. But your imagination is all over, okay? Like, you can imagine how your life or how you want your life to be. So really, in terms of 2022, it's your playground. You can pick any route that you want. It's just that you have this inclination that it's just not, if it's not this, okay, or if I'm not gonna see whatever comes out of this, and I feel like there's no worth on it anymore, like, there's a lot of things that I can go for, okay? You just have this type of energy, which is really, really good. So let's see a message for group 1, please, for next year. We have organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. So I've been seeing this with the 3 of Pentacles in here. Like I said, you may be building a business with someone, or you're thinking of building a business, okay? I'm also seeing in here that some of you may be, it's either like there's someone in here that is not working for you romantically, but then you are moving towards someone in here that has potential, that you're seeing yourself like, oh, I want to move forward towards this person. You know, like, you're just having that type of inclination in here, and I feel like it's gonna work out for you, you know, like, whoever this person is. But there's like romance in the air. Like, I'm seeing rose everywhere since you like picked the rose card in there, which is really, really good. So with the organization in here, there is, like I said, you have, especially with the King of Swords in here, you just have a plan within your head. Like, you're not letting go of this just for the sake of letting go. With the Hangman in here, I feel like this is something that you have thought about multiple of times. This is not an impulsive thing. You just have, like I said, you have been enduring a whole lot in terms of the past year, like 2021. And it's like you have been built, or at least just in a box. Like, I'm confined to things. And I feel like 2022 is all about breaking free. And like, you have this idea with the organization in here, like, you have something to build, you have something that is just, I need to, you know, I know that this is worth, and this is something that I want to move forward and make it happen. Especially, again, with the King of Swords in here, very master planner. I don't know why I'm sensing some of you may be earth signs. Since we have pentacles in here, you very well may be. But you just have all of these things rounded up in your head, and you're just telling yourself, like, towards the next year, I'm gonna go through all of these plans, very organized, okay? Just know that it's okay when things doesn't go the way we want it to be, or the way we plan it to be. It's not on you, okay? Always remember that. Don't feel like you're discouraged about certain things. In terms of the things that we're planning, because honestly, it may not be on you, okay? So Let's see with our next cards in here for group 1. Okay, I feel like there's like a theme in terms of what the cards I'm using, but let's see, an advice for group 1, please, angels. Give me an advice for group 1 for next year. Whoop, some things flied out in here. We have in here, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. See, I'm seeing like there's just a love situation for next year. Like we have in here, surrender to the sweetheart, pressure joy, make love to life, okay? And we have in here, I'm sorry, defenseless, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. Okay, so that's interesting because we have in here to let them go. So maybe you guys are holding grudges with a certain person in here that in the next year you might have to completely let go. Okay, so maybe there is just something or someone in here that you are inclined to work with. Okay, but the more that you work with this person, the more that you realize within yourself, like, this is not it. Okay, this could be a relationship, like I said, with the surrender to the, I just feel it. Okay, I just feel it in myself that it's just, you want to make situations right in terms of like, it's either I'm just gonna say a scenario, maybe you're with someone in here and whoever this person is, it's not giving you what, there's no reciprocation is what I'm saying, okay? And you're thinking that I do not deserve this anymore, okay? And there is someone in here who gives you this whole energy, okay? With this burning bridges, I feel like you don't want to completely burn bridges with whoever this person is that you're with, to be honest with you. So you want to have a consensus on how things are going to go. With your surrender to sweetness in here, it's all about having the pleasures of life. We have pleasure in here. It says in here, make love to life, okay? So you're just going to go forward in terms of like, in 2022, I'm just going to savor life as it is, Like, I'm going to push forward towards things that makes me joyful, makes me happy, okay? With the I'm sorry card in here, it's more so of like, I'm seeing like a tree in here as well. That's so crazy. But something that is rooted within you, okay, that needs to be removed for whatever reason, okay? So maybe you have regrets within yourself that you don't want to bring to 2022, okay? So before this year enters, there's a need for you to completely let go of whatever these things and reroot yourself. And I feel like that's more of where it's gonna go. Yeah, there's just a feeling of surrendering, okay? I'm seeing in here, it's just like, you know what to do, you know where you're getting at. It's just that you need to completely let go of certain things, okay? And there's just a feeling of someone may be talking to you in terms of things where they're going. I know I had to say that, but yeah, you may be leaving a situation completely that is very important to you, but it's necessary for you to let go of, okay? So, let's see. Any advice for group 2? Group 1. Oh my god. Group 1. A message for group 1. Please, a message for group 1. Let's see. Okay, we haven't, this is just in line with everything. We have in here burning bowl ritual, okay? This is all about knowing what those things that are holding you back. What are those things that are holding me back? Why are they holding me back? Okay, so there's a feeling of contemplation. With the burning bowl ritual in here, you could literally like get a bowl, okay, and write all of those things that are holding you back and say that this doesn't hold me anymore, and then burn it, okay? Like that sort of letting go, like I said, about all of those things so that you don't bring them to the new year anymore, okay? So whatever it is that you have been, feeling like, oh, this has been holding me back, I don't want to bring this to the new year, just take completely let it go, okay? So there's just a feeling of that. Maybe you're gonna be doing that in the new year, but this is all about letting go of what doesn't serve you. So let's have one more card in here from this deck. So let's see what is in here. And also we have rest, okay? So like I said, you might be resting your heart, you might be resting all of these things where things has been stressful in 2021 for you. And I feel like in terms of this coming year, like you're just gonna rest your heart easy. I'm sensing that some of you may be focused on having like a restful, you know how sometimes we don't be, or at least we're not taking the rest that we need. Like there's just something in there of you being drained towards 2021, that in 2022 you're gonna go with the flow and you're gonna take things really easy. And you know within yourself that's necessary, okay, in terms of reaching certain things in here, which is very, very amazing, okay? So that's just, and I feel like some of you as well, with this they call this rainbow and all of these things, and with the imagination card, maybe some of you are getting some ideas in your sleep, so that may be helpful to have a journal in there in terms of some ideas that we may be having in terms of us sleeping. So let's get this last deck in here. So let's see, what advice do you have? What advice, angels, do you have for group 1? For group 1, angels, please. Let's see. We have in here, communicate clearly, okay? So in the next year, like I said, there's something about having positive affirmations within your head or within your mind, okay? Expanding your mindset and knowing that if you want people to understand you, to know where you're coming from, there's a sense of you have to say what's on your mind. And this is also the universe saying to you that keep positive affirmations within your mind, okay, because you attract them within the next year. So just have that positive mindset and have a positive outlook, okay, so that you can attract it the same way for you. So there you go, group 1. That's gonna be what you can expect for 2022. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, mystics. Love and light to you. Bye. Hello, group 2. So this is gonna be for all of you guys who picked this cat envelope in here. So really cute message and really cute envelope in here. I really like this one. So we have like a pink theme going on, but yeah, that's what it is. But before we move to the cards, group 2, don't forget again to subscribe to the channel, and of course like, share, and comment down below what you want to see and what you think. If the reading resonated with you, which I always love seeing all of you mystics comments, so please do so. I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna go with the tarot cards that we have. Let's see. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Wands. What else? We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles in here and the 7 of Swords. Wow, this is this is in a whole other level. But yeah, here we go. So I feel like some of you have this plan, or at least like have this idea for the next year in here that is not very well thought of. I'm just gonna say that to you, okay? So maybe there is just a change that you want to do, and this coming 2022, you just have this idea of like, I'm just gonna do it because like wherever I'm at right now, it doesn't doesn't seem to cut it, okay? There's just something in there. Some of you, like maybe there is a long-term situation in here that you feel very unsatisfied about, okay? So maybe in 2022 you're planning to just jump towards a situation that has been offered to you. I know I don't want to damper into certain things, but just think with the Ace of Swords in here that some offers that are too good to be true, okay, may not be as good as what we think it is, okay? So maybe even if how much change we want in here, it's okay to still have plans over whatever we try, because I feel like you don't want to go or find yourself in another Five of Pentacles situation, to be honest with you. Like, you know within yourself, like if you put yourself in a retrospect in here, like, you know, it's just not how things are going, or you don't want to go things that way. So I feel like in 2022, before jumping in, because with the Two of Wands in here, like, you have plans, but I'm seeing this guy like looking down on this, and just like, you're not too sure. Okay, there's just this element of, I'm not too sure if this is what I want. So whatever this offer is with the Seven of Swords in here, just be sure that you're having a good offer or a good route in here. Okay, just get to the bottom of the situation, get to the bottom of the truth with the Ace of Swords in here on what you want to get out of a situation, because I'm seeing a negotiation between two people in here. Okay, like, you guys are talking with each other, like someone is laying out their plans. Maybe this happened towards, yeah, this is the end of 2021, but there's just something in here towards the next year that you're contemplating and replaying those things on your mind in ways of like, do I really want to go towards that route? And I feel like your inner guidance is pushing you towards another direction, maybe saying to you like, maybe that's not the good route, or at least that's not the route that we want to go forwards. Or I'm seeing you like making something, or at least saying your truth about a certain situation. Some of you, like, there is just some dissatisfaction in terms of family unit. Okay, so maybe you guys are having to relay a message or something that has been burdening in your mind for quite a while. Like, you're telling to yourself like, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I feel like in the next year, I'm just gonna be honest with the things that I'm feeling. Okay, there's just some negativity in here that you feel like is looming around you, or at least like you're thinking or saying to yourself like, wherever this is, I don't want this to be included towards my next year. Okay, or at least you're having that type of inclination. I don't want this to be a part of my 2022. You know, like, the more you damper on the truth, the more that you damper towards or hide the things that you're feeling, hide the things that you're because there's just a sense of you taking responsibilities in here, okay, that is too overwhelming for you. Like, this is not the plans that you have. Like, you just have that kind of realization with the Ace of Swords in here, realizations in terms of the next year. It's just like, this is not my plan, this is not what I look forward to, this is not something that I want to be included in. Okay, so whatever that is, you're just gonna completely let go of that in terms of your 2022 group 2. Okay, like, you're just, no. I'm just like sensing this feeling of like, nope, I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to deal with this. I feel like you acquired a certain amount of that towards 2021 that you're just like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. You know, like, I feel like it's the same theme with group 1 in terms of like, I've been having, you know, like this epiphany, this realization. It's just like, I don't know why I'm taking this. I don't have to, you know? So let's see in here. Okay. What else? What message do you have for group 2? Angel space for group 2. I'm enjoying all the map cards that I have. See, we have in here thorns. Weave together the crown that you deserve. Okay, so there's just this feeling of like helping hand. Okay, like, either you're lending someone a helping hand in here. So maybe in the past year, you find yourself in terms of like being towards other people, or there's just something in here that I'm supporting myself, but also I need to support other people that is well deserving. Okay, maybe you guys have some realization that's just like, I'm not supporting whatever this is. There's just this cause that I'm not supporting anymore. I'm not concerned about that. I feel like I'm gonna focus on things that's making me blossom, making me happy. Okay, I feel like there's a unit in here, or at least a family unit, that you feel like you have neglected. Okay, that is much deserving of your attention, to be honest with you, like something like that. that I'm seeing with the thorns card in here. My goodness, filming at 2 a.m. you guys, it's just crazy. But yeah, let's see what messages you guys have. Let's see for group 2. Angel space for group 2. The message. Okay, this is one. Okay, we have in here library. Take control of your own narrative. Okay, so like I said, there's just this feeling of like maybe you're being pushed into things that you're not really okay about. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna push towards other situations in here that I feel like is deserving of my energy with the thorns card in here. You know, because this is about either having a solid family unit with the 10 of Pentacles in here that you know within yourself, like if we're gonna be all together, okay, and we're gonna be having like all of these plans, whatever this negativity that we have, we just gonna have to let them go, okay? And I feel like you're not saying that in the past year, like you're not giving it you know, an honest opinion. But then in 2022, you're just, you know, there's just a sense of understanding. There's just a sense of like having to understand one another. And I feel like you have been contemplating of it for quite some time, but something that has happened, you know, has caused you to really like, you know, push forward in that direction and just cause this kind of situation like a butterfly effect, in terms of like I should have done this a long time ago, you know. With this library card in here again, it says in here, take control of your own narrative. This is all about, you know, pushing forward towards doing something for yourself, okay, that you know will benefit not just yourself but the story that you have, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're, you know, like we just have this kind of thinking that we tend to look towards other people on how they're doing, what they're doing, but we're not taking control of our own narrative. Like we just, you know, we're in the middle of our story, or at least this is our story, but we're on the background. You know, like you just have this sense, and I feel like you're conquering a lot of these things towards the next year, okay? Taking control of your life, taking control of the things that you know is just not flying with you. You know, like I don't want to do this. If I don't want to do this, I don't feel right about it, okay? I'm not gonna endure all of these things just for people to have certain harmonies that I feel like does not pertain to me. You know, there's just this sense of honesty, sense of truth, sense of realization before pushing forwards with any other plans that we have. We're just pushing forwards towards that, okay? Which is really, really good. So let's see with our next deck in here, what advice do we have for you guys? Advice for group 2. Advice for group 2, please. For group 2, give me advice for group 2 for next year. We have romance in here. I've been seeing this like everywhere, so I feel like there's just a start since Venus is in rampant towards the next year. All of our relationships, okay, will take a turn towards where it's headed, okay? So it doesn't have, when I see romance, it doesn't have to be family. It says in here, romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. So instead of, you know, putting your foot down and having it not come, you know, compassionate and all of those things, with this romance card in here, you care more towards having harmony with everyone, you know, fixing relationships with everyone. Like I'm not seeing or saying this, you know, like you're gonna say, like I'm not saying this to burn bridges or to feel like you guys are irrelevant to my life, but there is a feeling of like I want us to all be in the same page. With the library card in here, I just want all of us to be in the same page in here, to, you know, feel like not like someone is not left out, or that's that kind of feeling. And within that, with the romance card, I'm seeing 5 as well. So 5, yeah, 5 might be a significant number for you guys, number 5. But yeah, there is just a feeling of like blossoming romance, blossoming new beginning, okay? In terms of that, don't forget to put love, okay, or push love forward towards whatever situation you may have in here. There's just a care, okay, and there's just a unity in here and a sense of understanding, which is really, really amazing, okay, that will harmonize and everything in here. So what message? What else? What else do we have for group 2? Message for group 2, please. Let me see a message for group 2. Let's see. We have in here organization. Oh my goodness. This is all about, like I said, having that solid family unit, whatever it may be, okay? It says in here purpose, planning. Did I say planning? Planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. So, like I said, there's just a solid family unit, a solid organization, okay, or at least you want to know within yourself, like everything is not scattered all over the place in terms of your relationships. Like, I want us to be in the same page. Like, whatever you're thinking about, I'm on it as well. Like, there is just that feeling of just tell me what it is. You know, just be honest with the things that you want. Just be honest with how things are gonna go, so that we can move forward with all of these things behind us and end this, okay, so that we can rebuild something in here, okay. So I'm seeing like some of you, like whatever this relationship is, okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. Like I said, it could be familial, work, friends. This has been going on for quite a while. This has been like in your mind constantly. You guys are just fixing your sleep schedule as well. Like maybe some of you are just like having a hard time sleeping in here, but you just have that, okay, and you just have that sense of I want to organize certain things in terms of 2022, like leaving all of these things that are just not not beneficial for every one of us in here. We're just gonna leave it all out, okay. We don't have any use for it anymore whatsoever. So let's see with our next deck in here, what else can we see? A message for group 2. Message for group 2. Angels, please give me a message for next year for group 2. Let's see. We have in here fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life, okay? So, like I said, we're understanding one another, okay? Like, we're just understanding, like, there's just care in here. Whenever I see this like cards, there's just this feeling of certain care in terms of our relationships. Like, you're important to me, this relationship is important to me. I just want to mend all of the things, you know. I just want to have a sense of understanding in here with the holding the opposites, extremes of life, okay? Like, whatever we have went through, there's just a certain sense of understanding that we need to have with one another, okay? So that we can have this harmony towards everyone. And yeah, sensing like some of you may have children, okay, that you feel like you may have neglected, not really fully neglected, but you didn't have much attention on, and you feel like you want to give it to them this coming year, okay. Maybe some of you have been focused with work, okay, and you realize within yourself like family is important than anything else, okay. But there is something, a sense of caring, a sense of being with someone that you love, okay. Like I said, a new beginning, a new situation in here, okay. So message for group 2. Message for group 2, angels, please. A message for group 2 for next year, okay. We have in here 2 cards, so let's adjust. We have the void, cosmic great boom. So like I said, there's a closing of a certain chapter. All paths lead to home. It says in here, inner authority, turn your gaze, intuition, turn your gaze within, okay. So like I said, having like this sense of new beginning, like ending something in here that says in here, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb, okay. So like I said, there's just a sense of just stopping certain things and sensing that you have the love that you need within you, okay. Like, there's just a certain period in here in terms of like having this darkness and putting light in, okay? Knowing that you have this inner light within that can make the situation that you have lighten up, and just pushing forward with that, listening to your intuition more, okay? See, we have all paths lead to home. There's just a feeling of just like camaraderie, just having that and having the love within you, which is really, really amazing, okay? So let's see with the next cards that we have right here. Any message for group 2 for next year, please? A message for group 2. Okay, we have in here energy work, okay? So we're working with our chakras in here, like just having overall zen towards the next year. I'm seeing 222. We have in here 222. We have 22 in here. So maybe you'll be seeing those angel numbers for 2022. There's a lot of 2, oh my goodness. But yeah, having a more zen and serene environment, which is like that's much more important to you. Like I want to have relaxation, I want to have peace, okay? Like in 2022, I'm working all of the blockages that you may have towards your chakras, like listening to your body more, okay? Listening to your emotions more, and just having that overall zen type of feeling. So let's see what else. Message for group 2. Message. Let me see a message for group 2, okay? We have in here sync with the moon, okay? So maybe you guys will be learning about the moon cycles in here and, you know, working with them and using them for your energy work. I was gonna say energy work and it says energy work in here, but there's a sense of being still with the universe, being still with the energies around you, okay? Which is really, really amazing. Like you, with all of the colors in here and the colors that this girl has on her body, like you just have that kind of feeling like I'm whole, I'm in sync with everything around me, like I'm ready, embracing everything in here so that I can get the new beginning that I know I deserve. Okay, so there's just that feeling of being still, know the cycles of the moon, so that's gonna be helpful for you in terms of letting go, starting new beginnings, all of those things. So really amazing. So before we close this, let's have this last deck in here for any last messages for you guys. Any last messages for group 2? Any last messages for group 2 for next year, please? Any last messages for group 2? Let's see. This is so hilarious. We have in here meditation brings answers. So, like I said, you guys, if you if you want to have peace in your life, if you want to be zen, okay, this is all like meditation in here. Just meditate, okay, and just have a little bit of time within yourself, okay? The universe is literally saying in here with you that all of the questions that you may have, you'll know within meditation. So meditation brings answers, so keep that in mind towards the next year. So there you go, group 2. That's gonna be my message for you right there. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'm gonna see you next year. So stay safe, mystics. Love and light to you. Bye. Hello, group 3. That's so weird how I say group in there. Hello, group 3. So this is gonna be your message or your incoming message, what you can expect for this coming 2022 in here. So this is all gonna be for those people who picked this wine bottle in here. It's wine o'clock somewhere, which is really, really cute. So let's just put him in there. So it's really cute. Like I love those sticker pins, whatever you will call them. But before we go towards unboxing, unfolding all of these cards, don't forget again to subscribe. It will really help us out a lot. And of course, like, share, and comment down below what you think of the video, what you want to see from the channel, all of those things, since I always love seeing all of you guys' comments. But I'm gonna be looking forward to that. So here we go. Let's see what cards we have for you in here. Ooh, we have the Four of Wands. That's amazing. Let's see. We have in here the Strength card. We have Leo energy. We have in here the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we have a lot of fire energy in here. Eight of Wands. We have in here the King of Cups. We have Scorpio. And lastly, we have the Ten of Cups. My goodness. Oh, that's so beautiful. We have fire and we have water. But yeah, I feel like some of you, since I'm seeing in here, there's just a new beginning. Maybe some of you, honestly, like, are gonna have a baby, or there's just a sense of a new project, if not a baby. Okay, but there's something in here that you're nurturing, that you're caring for towards next year in here. Okay, some of you might be getting married, but there's just a feeling of harmony, a feeling of togetherness. Okay, maybe some of you as well, you haven't seen your loved ones for a long time. Okay, because I'm sensing travel in here with the Eight of Wands. So maybe some of you, another family member will be coming home. Okay, and you have been not together for a while, but there's just a feeling of cohesiveness, a feeling of togetherness. Okay, and with the Strength card in here, like, there's just a feeling of fighting a certain situation and having triumph over it. So maybe some of you guys have been in a emotional situation in terms of family, or something in here that you're starting to rebuild. Okay, there's just this feeling of we have been through a certain situation, challenging one. Okay, but we've towered through all of them, and right now we're trying to rebuild certain things in here. Okay, but yeah, it's a really beautiful spread right here. But there's just a feeling of being true to your emotions. And I feel like in terms of some of you, okay, like, I don't know if it's gonna be for everyone, but I feel like some of you in here, like, you just have this, I had to be strong. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's like I had to be strong for someone in here that I feel like you're not seeing them as weak. Okay, but there's definitely in here, like, I had to be strong. I have to, I have to be that person that holds everybody in. And I feel like in terms of next year, there's just this feeling of nope. There's just this feeling of nope, I'm not gonna tell myself that I need to be strong, because there's people in here that I can rely on to, that I can be true to myself with. So I feel like you're sharing your energy towards someone in here. Some of you might be getting married. I'm just sensing that. Okay, there's just a feeling of like having communications as well, spreading your truth, spreading what you feel. Okay, I don't know, like, I can't use the word spreading anymore for whatever reason, but I'm seeing a lot of cups in here. So you guys might be having wedding celebrations. Maybe that's why we have it's 1 o'clock somewhere in there. So maybe there's looking forward into certain celebrations in here. Or some of you, like, yeah, there's just this feeling of togetherness, being married, being together, that has come through a very not a difficult time, but a challenge in here that you guys had to overcome. Okay, that you guys had to, be strong and have this sense of, yeah, I can carry this. I know that within myself, that I know I can make this happen, and I know I can do this. Okay, so yeah, basically that's what I'm seeing for you guys in terms of next year, which is very, very beautiful in there. Let's see what else of a message do we have for you. Let's have a message for group 3. A message, angels, for group 3 for next year. A message for group 3. Okay, let's see. We have in here potion. Remember to practice self-love. Okay, so maybe you guys are, mostly like listening to yourself. Like, there is something in here in terms of pushing forward something that's making you happy. You guys may be I don't know, like, there is like some of you maybe standing up for yourself, standing towards what you believe in, standing up towards what you love. Okay, there's just something in here in terms of like, I know within myself I'm not gonna let anyone dictate my happiness. I'm just gonna focus on whatever it is and then push forward on it. Okay, so I have this narrative in my head that maybe some people in here, a lot of people within your environment are against of you getting married, or against of you getting, like there's just something in there that you feel like you had to fall silent in terms of other people in here, and focus on you and focus on what you want. Okay, and just really savoring in here in terms of like, I'm doing this for me because this is what makes me happy. And you have this sense of being strong to make that situation happen. Okay, and I feel like it's working out for you, to be honest with you. Like, there's just this feeling of, you're making it. We have been through certain things, but we're making it. Okay, like that type of feeling in here. Let's see. Message for group 2. Give me a message for group 2. A message for group 2, please. Let's see. We have in your homework, take yourself out on a date. Okay, so like I said, practicing self-love in here. What is good for you? That's so weird. We have 6 in here. We have 2 4, and we have 4 2. That's just so crazy. But yeah, but there's just a feeling of looking inwards in here. It says in here, take yourself out on a date. There's just a certain ring of truth that we have to say, a certain ring of honesty that we may need to have within ourselves. With the homeward in here, it's more so like giving yourself that situation in terms of like, I'm okay where I'm at. Because there's just a feeling of like, maybe some of you are guilty for things that you have said, okay, or some things that there's just a feeling of retracting your energy for some reason. Like, there's a situation in here where you feel like, I just need to be with myself for a while. Think of what it is that I really want to have. Okay, and I feel like right now with the homeward in here, you're just going out there and just saying like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, from a period of isolation, from a period of like being with yourself, like contemplating on certain things. Like I said, there's just a feeling of battling certain situations alone, even though you don't have to. Okay, and I feel like you realize a lot of the things within yourself, so that's okay. Like, within yourself, like, oh, I need to let go of these things. I need to not listen in terms of what others may think is not right. Okay, but within myself, I know that I have this feeling that I know I'm right. So maybe with self-love in here, some of you might also be listening too much in terms of certain people in here, and forgetting that, oh, I need to listen to myself as well. What really do I want? And I feel like in the next year, like there's just a certain feeling of like, I'm not gonna let anyone say things to me. Okay, I'm okay with the harmony of what I have in myself, what I want to come out of the certain situation. So I'm just gonna be with myself and listening to all of those energies, the type of certain thing in here. So we have self-love and take yourself out on a date. That could be in a literal sense for you guys, but let's see with our next deck in here. What else? What message do we have for group 3? What message do we have for group 3? What message do we have for group 3? Okay, we have in here imagination, and again we have the 24. Okay, we have 6 in here. Like, either 6 can be significant number for you, 24 or 42, but we have imagination in here and magical power. So yeah, I feel like you guys, some of you are starting a new journey in here that you're being guided towards. Like, you just have this potion in here, imagination and magical powers. Like, you have listened to this, or you have known this within yourself, like, oh, this is the route that I wanted to go. It's a new path for me. Okay, so you guys are actually like, maybe some of you are taking up witch taking up magical powers in here, taking up witchcraft, whatever that is. But there's just this feeling of like, maybe people are not in agreement to what you want to do, but you know within yourself, like, you're being called out to that. So maybe you guys are being tarot readers or astrologers, but there's just this feeling of you find solace, or you find peace within that. So that's a conduit that you have. That's something that you know within yourself, it's ingrained into you. Okay, and I feel like in the next year, you're just gonna be blown out towards that direction. Okay, and you're caring for that, you know, that within yourself. You have been looking and visioning yourself being like that. Okay, so there's a lot of learning, a lot of those processes in here. And yeah, I feel like there's a new beginning because of it as well. So you're weaving your own destiny. We have in here, I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to be now show. So there's just a reveal in terms of all of those things. And I feel like, again, that's just a sort of a conduit, a sense of like peace, something that you know yourself, you're envisioning yourself being that, which is, again, really, really great. Like, there's just something in there that is just blossoming for you. So with our next deck in here, let's see what we have. A message for group 2. Group 3. I was saying to group 1, like a message for group 2, and then I'm in group 3, like a message for group 2. Like, what in the but yeah. A message for group 3. Give me a message, please, for group 3. Let's see. We have in here the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. See? Like I said, there's just this feeling like something within you. You know, when I see the blue flame in here, it's sort of like a sense of awakening, a sense of understanding, a sense of knowing. You know, like this is like a sense of intuition in here, especially with the king. The King of Cups in here. There's just a sense of awakening, a sense of like, you know, within yourself, like, I need to go toward this path. I'm being called into this path. Okay, it's literally sense in here, spontaneous awakening, activation. So you have that part of yourself already all along. Like I said, with the imagination card, you have been sensing that. You're being driven towards that. Okay, and I feel like in 2022, you're just gonna be full blown just going towards it. Okay, and accepting your light, accepting that power within that you have. So that's amazing. Let's have one more card in here for you, group 3. One more card for group 3, please. One more card for group 3. We have in here Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection. I don't know why I say that like that. Loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay, you guys may be meeting your soul brothers, soul sisters in here. There's just this feeling of having togetherness. Okay, being with your squad, knowing where you're going. Okay, you may be meeting new people in here that is more inclined towards your energy. So, like I said, towards a period of isolation, we have been contemplating within ourselves who our squad is, who our family is. Okay, family doesn't just end by blood, and I always say that. And I feel like within this Star Brothers in here, you may be meeting a lot of people in here that will be your new friends in 2022, that has the same mindset, that has the same kind of a soulmate type of connection. Again, when we say soulmate, doesn't just mean one person. Okay, this could be friends in here that really understand us in a soul level. And I feel like these people within you are just gonna be a solid squad that you're gonna have. Okay, which is really amazing, because like when you meet people that has the same energy as you don't really feel drained around them. It really feels good to hang out with them. And after having this period of being with yourself, this is a fresh start for you. Okay, which is really, really good. So let's see what cards we have for you with our next deck in here. A message for group 3. A message for group 3 for next year, please. A message for group 3 for next year. We have in here in sync with the moon, okay? So you may be flowing through the moon cycles, like telling yourself like, okay, I have to make potions during at this time. Oh my goodness, like you guys are gonna have a very magical 2022. Like you just have this in sync flow with yourself, in sync flow with the energies around you. I'm seeing 6 again. We have 5 and 1 in here. Believe me, like 6 will be a significant number for you guys. We have in here burning bowl ritual, okay? So also, yeah, burning bowl ritual we have in here. So completely letting go of things that are just not serving you anymore. You may be literally having a burning bowl ritual where you just write those things that are just not in sync with you anymore, letting go of all of them, you know, while scattering ashes into the wind, whatever that is. But you just have to, you have that calling within yourself on completely letting go of all of these things that doesn't serve me, because I know that I'm starting a new beginning in here. You're syncing with yourself, you're syncing with the energies around you, you're embracing this fire that you have, embracing your intuition, your imagination. Like you have been through a period where you feel like everything is scattered, but I feel like towards the 2022, you just have this inner knowing, this inner feeling, okay? Especially with the blue flame in here, it's all about in syncing with yourself, in sync with your truth. That's where you're gonna find people in here, again, with the Star Brothers in here, that's just in the same realm as where you are, the same feeling, the same kind of energy, okay, which is really, really amazing. So before I let you go, guys, group 3, let's see, one more card in here of a message for group 3. Message for group 3. Angels, give me a message for group 3, please. Oops. A message, give me a message for group 3. Let's see. We have in here unlikely, okay? So this is all about like ascending towards certain things in here, where, you know, we may be having some uncertainties on the route that we're gonna go. With the unlikely card in here, there is a message that in terms of next year, if there are some things that you're not sure about, that you feel like, oh, I'm being pushed in this direction, but this is not the route that I want to go. With this unlikely card in here, you don't have to go and fulfill a certain thing that is just not in sync with who you are, okay? With the unlikely card in here, this is all about, again, establishing your truth, establishing who you are, establishing all of those things that feels right for you. With this unlikely card, the universe is just straight up saying that, okay? Whenever you feel uneasy, whenever you feel like you're undecided about certain things, okay, it's time to listen to that song within, to that voice within, okay? And don't hesitate to hold yourself back and just focus on things that makes you grow, that makes you flourish, okay? That makes you happy, and that emits that energy that you have right there. So there you go, group 3. That's gonna be my message here for you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'm gonna see you mystics next time, so stay safe, love and light, hey you guys, bye. Hello group 4, so this is gonna be what you can expect, the message for you this coming 2022. So this is for all of you guys who picked this beautiful pink butterfly in here. I'm loving these stickers, and let's just put them here so we can see them towards the reading. But before we go and unravel these cards in here, don't forget again to subscribe to the channel. It would really help us out a lot. And of course, like, share, and share and comment down below on what you think of the video, what you want to see from the channel, all of those jazz, because I'm always looking forward to all of those things from you guys. So please do so. But here we go. So let's see what the cards that we have in here. We have Taurus. We have the Magician in here. Very good start. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, we're gonna be learning a lot. We have in here the Tower card. Okay, a new beginning in here. We have the Ace of Wands, and the last card is we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like we have experienced a certain kind of shake-up in here with the Tower energy. We may be having some hard-earned realizations, lessons towards the was saying the past year, and then I was going to say 2021, but yeah, towards 2021, like we just have this hard-earned lessons in here that I feel like this is not just a shake-up in terms of a one thing. Like there's just a feeling of being on this for such not a long time, but quite a while. Okay, and I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in here, like you're working towards rebuilding whatever you have been through. The butterfly is so great. Like whoever like started this, or at least like pick this file in here with the butterfly in here, it's like a new way of being, you know. And you're building towards that. You're going towards whatever that is, you know, like you're going towards a new way of being. And I feel like with the Tower card in here and the Page of Swords, you have learned a lot within this experience. Like you have taken this within yourself, like I'm gonna learn, okay, towards whatever had happened within me in here. Like I'm not gonna begrudge myself or whatever that is. And just know within yourself, like this is a metric to learn. This is a situation that I have to learn from, and you're continuously learning towards that. Like you just know within yourself that I'm pushing forwards towards this direction and rebuilding something from me. With the Magician card in here, like I'm just sensing you manifesting something, or sensing, like knowing within yourself, like seeing all of the things in front of you. Like there's just a feeling of neglecting with the Eight of Pentacles in here. Maybe before this Tower has happened, there's just this feeling of being focused on one thing that we know is not good for us, okay? Like that type of feeling, like you're just looking at it and just, you know, like the universe wants to help you. Like when the Tower comes out, this is not just a one, you know, like a situation that's just shocking. This is a situation where we know within ourselves this is coming for us, but we're praying it's not gonna come to us. But however it is, it's something that is helpful towards our situation. It's something of a shake-up for us to realize about what really matters to us, what is really important towards whatever this is, okay? And with the Eight of Pentacles in here, you just had that realization towards 2021, okay? So entering the year in 2022, like you just have this focus of having those learnings and having those realizations within yourself, like just having that ingrained with you, and knowing that this is all about focusing on what really matters and what really is important to me, okay? That type of thing. Like maybe you're beginning a new project in here, a new business, a new opportunity, but there's just a feeling of rebuilding with the Ace of Wands. Like rebuilding something in here that you know you have faith on, okay? Especially with the Magician card in there and the Page of Swords, like looking directly towards the Magician in here. Like you're using and utilizing a lot of the things that you have within you, utilizing all of the things that otherwise you would have neglected in the past, okay? There's also a sense of being too fast into certain things. Like if in the past year, what caused this Tower is us not contemplating on things and going one towards the other. In 2022, we're not gonna do that, okay? We're gonna take our time learning and processing everything in here, okay? Like whatever this is, it's not about rushing things, having that fire and having that drive, okay? Because we have Ace of Wands and Page of Swords. This is about fire and this is about drive, okay? But with the Eight of Pentacles in here and the Magician card, this is not what's gonna be in the forefront, okay? Because we know within ourselves that we can immerse this but not rush on certain things. And you know that within yourself, which is really, really good. So it's all about taking your time, taking your energy, okay, and not rushing on making things happen, because you have learned what that is and you have learned what comes out of that, okay? So let's see, any advice for group 4? Advice for group 4 for next year, please. Oops. We have in here gray. Endings are inevitable. Like I said, with the Tower card in here. There's just a certain feeling of acceptance in certain things that had happened. If in terms of 2021, we're a little bit avoidant of that, not really, not really, what they call this, accepting on certain things, or at least like saying to ourselves, like, there's a certain sense of not accepting, okay? But the more we process this information, especially with the Page of Swords, the more that we think about it, the more that we absorb all of these things, you know that within yourself it's not holding you back. And it's now time to move forward and see what's ahead of you, okay? And the more that you see that, the more that you visualize it, the more that there's a new idea in here formulating within you, the more that you're getting excited about it, okay? And the more that you know within yourself, especially with the Tower in here, you just know that thank God it happened, okay? Like, thank God it led to that, because if not, I'm just gonna keep on ignoring it and keep on going on, and I will not have this certain idea, okay? Some of you, this may be a situation in terms of work where you feel like something is hindering you towards your higher purpose, okay? And I feel like the universe did this Tower thing, or Tower moment for you, so that you can focus on what your soul purpose is, okay? And you're seeing that formulating within you, which is really, really good. So let's see another card for group 4, please. Give me another card for group 4. We have Clover in here. It says in here, release your guilt, okay? So you may be looking at yourself in terms of the past, like whatever this Tower moment is, you may be sensing that, oh, some of it has been my fault, okay? If I did this, or if I, you know how things go, especially when we are shake up about the things that, we could have seen. And I feel like we're just humans, like it's okay when we overlook some things that the signs are pointing into, and we see within ourselves, it's just like, oh, I could have sensed that, I could have seen that, okay? Like, it's staring me right in front of my eyes, why didn't I see that? However we contemplate on certain things, and however we say to ourselves, like, we could have done that, we could have said that, we could have, doesn't really matter anymore, because there's just a new beginning in here that's waiting for us, like with the release your guilt in here, it's all about just forgiving yourself towards certain things that had happened, knowing that you are learning from those experiences. Like, within yourself that having to guilt myself over and over towards a certain thing that has happened in here, and there's just a feeling of like you have failed to recognize something, okay? And that is what's having all of this guilt situation in here, is that maybe you're like, I knew this could have happened, okay? Like, I perceived it but I ignored it, okay? And I feel like it really doesn't matter, nothing is gonna change. You're just attracting negative energy, living in the past, okay, which is very unhealthy. And again, that's just not learning towards whatever happened in the Tower card that we have right here, okay? So instead of being manipulated about the past, okay, and what had happened, focus on what you have here around you, okay? This is all about healing, and I feel like next year is all gonna be about that. Again, always remember that healing is not linear. It's not a straight line. I feel like in the next year, you're gonna have moments where it's just gonna go back, like you're just gonna remember it, and you have to like just muster all your power in terms of like telling yourself it's not gonna matter, because I'm rebuilding something here with the Ace of Wands. You just know that within yourself. I'm rebuilding something much more important, much more amazing than what I had, okay? And holding myself back towards the past is not gonna be helpful to my situation at all. So I know within myself that looking towards the future, knowing what it is, okay? And doing the best that I can towards the situation that I have right now is what matters, not anything else, okay? So we have to remember that. We have to remind ourselves of that every single time. So it's all about letting go of all of those things that is really nothing is going to change however much we remember it, okay? It's all about the lessons that we have, the lessons that will stick to us, okay? And the lessons that will carry us through. So let's see with our next deck in here a message for group 4, please. A message for group 4. Okay, that's fast. We have in here energy. Okay, see, we have energy and we have prosperity. I'm seeing a lot of number 3. So 3 might be a significant number for you. But with this energy and prosperity, like I said, you're just gonna master up your energy in ways of like focusing your energy towards certain things that are just flourishing out for you, okay? So you may be learning or you may be learning, you may be studying, okay? But there's just something of it, learning a new beginning, like having a new energy. We have energy in here and we have the Ace of Wands, like having that new energy around you, having that like you just have this inner knowing in terms of like whatever has happened in here, it's not gonna hold me back. I know I have a prosperous year ahead, okay? Especially you just have to make that affirmation. It says in here, as this 3 grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine, okay? So again, when we say prosperity, it doesn't have to be finances, okay? This may be feeling prosperous within you, okay? Not having that lack mindset. Sometimes when we go through a moment like this, a tower moment, we may be having this feeling of a lack mindset, like I don't have it anymore. And we may be fixating on that, like, oh, I don't have it, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have it, that type of thing, and we tend to attract that energy, and that's where we realize that we're in a loop of just feeling that kind of lack mindset, like I don't have this, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have it, that type of situation, okay? So this is all about letting go of having that kind of mindset and knowing that you have a lot on your hand and you're prosperous. You have all of these blessings that is coming for you, and whatever the past is, okay, it's much better than what you have forward. So an advice for group 4, please. Give me an advice for group 4. An advice for group 4 in here. We have big picture thinking. Oh my goodness, that's just so in line with everything. This is all about seeing the bigger picture, not fixating on what happened in the past, not fixating on what is just in front of you. This is about having a big picture. We have baby steps. Oh, you guys, this is so in line with everything. I love it so much. Like, you just have to gain this perspective on seeing the bigger picture, okay? It says in here, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas with the Magician card, okay? So like I said, just looking at what the vast situation is, how everything, like the universe has a lot to offer to you, and what you've lost, okay, is not helpful for you, but there is something in here that's just amazing that is offered for you, okay, that you should be looking out for, because it's something that is for you, that is something that's meant to be for you, okay? With the baby steps in here, it says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense, okay? So like I said, sometimes we have this question within ourselves, and like, again, that's okay. Like, we're questioning all of the things that had happened, like, okay, if I make this move, like, you just have this sense of overthinking, especially with the Page of Swords. And the universe is saying that you don't have to make a huge move, especially with the baby steps in here. You don't have to rush towards certain things. This is all about stepping slowly towards making things happen, especially with the magician in here and the inspired actions in here. We're giving you the drive and the fire in here for you to make the step, but we're not telling you to go all the way, okay? We want you to have these baby steps towards your journey, and knowing that healing is important, okay? And all of those things, having a bigger perspective towards things in here on where you're gonna go, where you're gonna look out for, okay? So again, stepping out towards that energy, not to go all the way, but to step on it, to see and test the waters, okay? And know that you're gonna leave all of this behind and looking forward something that is more magical, much more efficient, much in line with who you are and much who you are in your energy. So wow, I love that message. That is so powerful. But let's continue with our next deck in here. What else can we have for group 4? A message for group 4. Give me a message. A message, angels, please, for next year for group 4. We have in here, look for fairies. Our guides are very active, okay? For next year, look for the signs around you. Look for the synchronicities that you have, okay? All of them will be active, okay, in terms of giving you information, giving you a boost of motivation. Like all of them, your guides, your ancestors, okay, your intuition, the universe is just sending out all of that to you. So be looking out for all of those things. Let's see, one more card. Okay, thank you. We have in here abundance planning. So this is all about affirming the abundance that you're gonna have, having a vision board, having a manifestation journal, all of those things, like planning the abundance and the prosper that you're gonna have towards next year. This is very beautiful. Like all of the things that you're manifesting, write them down, okay? Affirm that you already have it, okay? This is gonna be so much powerful for you once you do so, okay? And also you have a conduit of like, this is what I want, I'm looking right at it, okay? And I'm sure that I'm gonna have it. So oh my god, this is just gonna be a very 2022 for you guys, very like a great manifestation type of year. Like if you do it right and you have the right mindset and you have beliefs in terms of what you're making, this is gonna be a very powerful month for you in terms of manifesting, okay? So before I let you go, you guys, let's have one last card in here from this deck. An advice, please. Give me an advice for group 4 for next year. An advice for group 4 for next year, please. Let's see. We have in here, get more information, okay? So the next year, like I said, don't jump in terms of like things that you're not sure. Again, this is all about choosing the best possible direction there is for you. Like I said, baby steps. You don't have to rush certain things. So this is all about testing the waters and knowing that things are where they should be, okay? You don't have to rush into making situation happen, changing things up, okay? With the get more information card in here, the universe is telling you that there's a lot of information that is coming to you that you have to ingrain within yourself, use within your journey, that is going to be helpful for you towards manifesting your dream life in 2022. So magical, you guys. So there you go, mystics. It's gonna be my message for you. Thank you so much for spending your energy with me. I hope you stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you, mystics. Bye.